Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We're here for the AEW Dynamite review. It is Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. I don't know how it is on your screen while you're watching the review, but my computer's glitching right now. I don't know how it is on your device and how you're watching it, but if it's glitching like this, I'm very sorry. It is a computer issue, but I didn't feel like fixing it because I wanted to do this review tonight. So it's the best way possible. But man, we're 3 days away until Christmas. Cam is not here tonight. He's actually at the show in Greensboro, North Carolina. So shout out to him. We have Wesley Williams here tonight for the last Dynamite review of the year. My man, how are you doing? We got Kyle O'Reilly tonight.
That's right, man. We got Kyle O'Reilly in the house in AEW, the reunited, undisputed era, and so many other great things that happen tonight. A banger holiday bash edition of AEW Dynamite. Joseph, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm wearing the Christmas sweater tonight, the Star Wars Christmas sweater. I had to get into the Christmas spirit for this review because it's our last review of the year, man. We got to go out with a bang. And I had to bring out the guns, man. I had to bring not the gun club, not to be mistaken with the gun club, but I had to bring out the guns tonight. And AEW sure to bring out the guns with this episode, and I cannot wait to dive deep into all the big news announcements heading into the future shows, and of course the big surprise of Kyle O'Reilly tonight. Cannot wait to dive into that, Joseph. We got so much to talk about, and I cannot wait to discuss it.
We do have a lot to talk about tonight, as you said, and we're going to get into it very shortly. But if you have not already, be sure to go ahead and check out last week's AEW reviews with Dynamite, Winners Coming, and Rampage. Also, the reaction video for the Jets and Dolphins game. Also, by the way, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And one more thing before we get into the review. If I haven't been talking about wrestling, if I haven't been active in the wrestling, the IWC lately, I'm just really, I don't know about you, bro, but I feel done with the IWC, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm trying kind of moving into the sports community. Yeah, I'll still talk about AEW here and there, but my God, the situation this past weekend with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti, it turned me off. That kind of broke the camel's back, in my opinion. So I don't know what you think, but if any of you wondering why I'm not tweeting wrestling, AEW, stuff like that, it's because the community is so toxic, and I've kind of had enough. So I just kind of wanted to say that real quick, but I'll let you give your 2 cents, and then we'll get into the show.
I feel you completely, man. I've been thinking about this whole situation too, and how I've, thought about stepping away from Twitter. Still staying active on my other social medias, of course. But man, Twitter, you talk about the biggest cesspool of just the lowest of low of like scum in the world.
Oh,
Look no further than Twitter, man. Especially the internet wrestling community. I mean, this whole Ty Conti, Sammy Guevara situation, it's horrible. And, I feel bad that Sammy had to like come out and actually talk about the situation with Ty Conti. Like there was no third party involved in the the breakup of him and his fiance. It's just, again, I mean, wrestling fans, man, I mean, you have some of the worst people in the entire world in this community. I mean, and it goes to show you how humans are these days, man. It's so easy for these morons to say whatever they want behind a screen, or behind, whether it's a phone screen or a computer screen. Meanwhile, I bet you they wouldn't have the balls to say this to whoever they're addressing. They wouldn't have the balls to say it to their face in person, because it's so easy. Because it's like, it's just a few little taps of buttons on your tablet, on your phone, on your computer, whatever the case may be. And it just makes me so sick to my stomach. But I have considered it too myself. But at the end of the day, I'm about trying to spread positivity on social media. I've always been a very positive person, and I know to respect wrestlers and their business. And clearly, whatever is going on with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti, that's none of our business. We know no stupid troll on social media should get to know, like, hey, what's going on with the relationship with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti? It's none of your freaking business. So shut the hell up. and move on with your stupid life. Because it just makes me sick, man. I mean, humans have been proving to me more and more as time goes on, the older I get, that humans just absolutely suck. And social media really has, I think, elevated that in the worst way. And I also wanted to mention this, too. I noticed Jordan Grace deactivated. Now, I don't know the whole situation going on with that. I've heard that Anthony Ogogo had said something to her, and it really ticked her off. And Jonathan Gresham, he spoke out about it. But I just want to say this. I got to meet Jordan Grace this past Sunday, and let me tell you, man, the little interaction, it was a very little interaction I had with her. That was one of the coolest interactions I've ever had with a celebrity. I mean, Jordan Grace was so nice. So, Jordan Grace, if a clip of this gets out to you and by any chance, or Jonathan Gresham, if you possibly see this somewhere floating around, I just want to go ahead and say, like, Jordan Grace, I appreciate the hell out of you. I've already was a big fan of yours beforehand, like before meeting you, but like, getting to interact with you this past Sunday was one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to experience. And whatever the case may be, Jordan Grace should not be, talked down to in any way. And none of these wrestlers should be talked down to in any way when they've done nothing wrong. They're just like going about their business. But it's the morons on social media that want to stir up controversy, that want to start drama. And again, it makes me sick to my stomach. So, all you people who want to, get yourself involved and want to, be a bully on social media, go fuck yourself. Please kindly go fuck yourself. Because you don't deserve to have a platform to talk about anything, just so you know. So, but yeah, I feel you, Joseph. I feel you 100% completely. If it gets any worse, I'm probably honestly going to step away from Twitter myself and just keep myself on just like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, just keep myself active on all those social media platforms. And I'll get back to Twitch at some point. I've just been really busy with work and stuff, but yeah, Twitter is just a mess. And screw all the people that want to tear each other down and want to just make everything about them and make everything their business. Just screw all of you. And Joseph, I appreciate people like you that are realists and that are just wholesome individuals that actually have a heart. I really just appreciate the hell out of you for just being that. So, and the same goes with our other close friends in the community that we've gotten to know, that actually, have a brain and actually have a heart at the end of the day. So just want to say, I appreciate you, and all you viewers out there that enjoy watching our content. I appreciate the hell out of you. And, Joseph, let's kick some ass with this final review, man. We got to kick some hard ass tonight. Final review of 2021. Let's get it, man.
Yeah, last thing, people are assholes. People are straight assholes, and they have no life. So I wonder what they're doing for Christmas this year. But
probably getting coal in their stockings, as they should.
It's not my business. But all right, let's just get into the show here. We opened up with Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole. It was the opening match. I thought the match was great. I knew the match was going to be great. I was very excited for this match going into it. Had some back and forths. They had some funny interactions as well. The expressions and the emotions from Cole in this match were spot on. He's just amazing with this Orange Cassidy stuff, in my opinion. But especially when they go back and forth with the elbows. Orange Cassidy's tapping Adam Cole. It's awesome. They had great interactions. The Young Bucks came out with Cutler. The Best Friends came out to run them away backstage. And then Adam Cole hits a beautiful Panama Sunrise on Orange Cassidy, who kicks out. And then the ending. The ending comes when Bobby Fish runs down to the ring to distract the official, who I think was Bryce Remsburg, if I'm not mistaken. So he comes down, distracts the referee, and we hear the crowd yelling. And then when the crowd's yelling, it's like, I already know who this is before we see him. It's Kyle O'Reilly. He kicks Orange Cassidy right in the nuts. He kicks him in the head, gives him a forearm. And then Adam Cole hits the boom, and Adam Cole wins. After the match, Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole get in each other's faces. The Best Friends come down, and they brawl with the best friends. Um, and they take them out. Fish and O'Reilly did their finisher, and here it is. We got the original Undisputed Era in AEW with Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. Honestly, if you would have told me that this was going to be a thing, that the Undisputed Era were going to get back together in AEW in 2021, I would have just flat out told you no. That's more than likely not going to happen. But here we are. And that describes WWE nowadays, that the Undisputed Era, who all of them are great talents, are all in AEW. And then the Young Bucks come out and they look confused because Adam Cole's standing in the middle. Adam Cole's talking to the Young Bucks. Fish and O'Reilly don't even look at the Young Bucks. They're just staring at the camera, and then they get a short glimpse at the Young Bucks. So this was fantastic. The match was great. The debut was awesome. And just everything about this was fantastic. Kyle O'Reilly is all elite. And they had their debut match next week with Fish, Cole, and O'Reilly against Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends, which I'm going to see next week. And I'm very excited to see Kyle O'Reilly's debut. But everything about this was fantastic. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Kyle O'Reilly's all elite. What do you think, Wes?
Yeah, this was absolutely brilliant, man. What a way to start Holiday Bash tonight, man. Great match between Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole. I knew they were going to kill it. They had such a great balance of just great wrestling and comedy, which you're always going to get a great balance of that when you have Orange Cassidy in the match, man. And Adam Cole, he's a very funny guy too, man. If you watch him on BTE and his interactions with John Silver and Alex Reynolds, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about there. But yeah, awesome match. But the bigger thing here was the debut of Kyle O'Reilly, which I was very, very happy to see. I love the fact that like the camera shot was so perfect for it too, because he just rose up and just took out Orange Cassidy. It was a beautiful shot there. So props to the AEW production team on that one. But man, what a sight, man! Seeing those three men stand together, and I wanted to point this out too. How O'Reilly and Cole got up in each other's face. They weren't like immediately like happy, like oh hey, like they're hugging each other out. I love it. Continuity, man. It doesn't matter if it happened in another company, because for those who watched NXT, you know that these guys had a blood feud in NXT right before Adam Cole had left. So I love the continuity there. It's a beautiful thing. It's something that should be showcased more in professional wrestling. So I love that the AEW, they knew their history with each other, and they know the last time they interacted, it wasn't pretty. So, there's a little bit of, attention there. And the Young Bucks coming out, them looking at Adam Cole like, what is this? Why are you with these guys? I thought you were with us. That's seeds planted for what hopefully later in the year we shall see is when Kenny Omega makes his return. We get Omega and the Bucks versus the Undisputed Era in a 6-man tag, and boy oh boy, what a matchup that is going to be, man. We're possibly going to be getting that in 2022, and that is going to be a wild sight to see. But yeah, this was a brilliant start to AEW Dynamite. I mean, the show kicked off in the best way possible, man. Kyle O'Reilly is officially in AEW, and may I just say he made the wisest decision for his career, because for those because I know there's people in the IWC, the morons, the shills who are upset about this. Okay, tell me what Kyle O'Reilly would have done in WWE. Now, granted, the guy should be pushed up in the card in any company, but do you really think Vince and Bruce had big plans for Kyle O'Reilly? Look what Triple H did with Kyle O'Reilly when Adam Cole had left. And then you look when Vince and Bruce took over and made it NXT 2.0. What did Kyle O'Reilly do? I don't watch NXT, but from what I was seeing on Twitter, he was paired up with an uncharismatic guy in Von Wagner, and literally they did nothing with him there. And then Von Wagner turns on Kyle, and then Kyle comes over to AEW. But tell me, like, what would have happened if Kyle O'Reilly had made the jump to the main roster. I'm pretty sure he'd be jobbing out to Happy Corbin and Riddick Moss because fuck great talent. Like great talent can just be thrown out the door in WWE, man. So Kyle O'Reilly made us true pro wrestling fans know that Kyle O'Reilly made the wise decision here coming to AEW, man. Seeing him together with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole once again, man. I mean, the fact that I'm going to be wearing the Undisputed Era shirt, I have the OG Undisputed Era shirt, man. And with all three of those guys, I was a fan from the very beginning, and seeing the picture, I mean, it reminded me of just the very first sight of them in 2017 when they took out Drew McIntyre at TakeOver in 2017.
Yep.
And now we're seeing it again here in 2021 in AEW, man. I mean, pro wrestling, even though the year is coming to a close, AEW is still giving us the most wild moments you could ever imagine in professional wrestling. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what this leads to, man. And I know we got great things coming with this.
100%, man, 100%. Now, I saw someone with a suggestion after this happened. I was scrolling through Twitter just to see people's reaction and shit like that, and I saw a thread of how this rivalry could go, and I thought it was quite interesting. So, what would you think if this all played out? At Revolution, we got the Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish against the Young Bucks. And then so that's that Kenny can recover for longer time. And then at Double or Nothing, we got the 6-man, adding Kenny Omega and Adam Cole. And then to end it all out, at All Out, we got Adam Cole and Kenny Omega. The year after Adam Cole makes his debut, getting back with the Elite. What would you think about that route? Or would you just do the 6-man tag at Revolution?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think it also kind of depends on the timetable of Kenny coming back. I know they said February was kind of like when he'll be coming back, so he won't be he won't be away for super long. But I don't mind that idea of doing the tag team match with Red Dragon and Young Bucks at Revolution, then doing the 6-man at Double or Nothing, and then finishing off with Cole and Omega at All Out. But I kind of feel like, I don't know if AEW would go that long with it. I have no idea, because I kind of want to say maybe they would do it on a theme show too, one of those matches. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think regardless, whatever they decide to do, man, we're gonna be pleased at the end of the day. I mean, AEW at this point has not let us down massively with any of these big time dream matches or dream feuds and all this stuff. I mean, they haven't let us down yet. I mean, heck, look what they're doing with Hangman and Danielson right now, man. I mean, it's A+ stuff. So whatever they decide to do, I think it's gonna be great. But I wouldn't mind if they went that route though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But hey, I'm very excited about all of it, man. That's all that matters, is we're getting some damn good television the next couple months. And that's all we can ask for as wrestling fans, right?
Right, exactly.
So that was the beginning. We then got into Tony Schiavone standing in the ring wearing a Jacksonville Jaguars Christmas sweater. I honestly don't know who would be a fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars right now, considering what's going on in that dump of an organization. But nonetheless, he brung out Adam Hangman Page with the AEW World Championship, and he said after the bell rang, when the 60 time limit was up, and he was handed the World Championship, he sat there wondering that he never deserved to be the World Champion. He didn't deserve to be the World Champion after going 60 minutes, and Bryan Danielson got him to 30 and 40 and 50 and eventually to 60 minutes. And he felt like he never earned to keep the World Championship. Then Bryan came out talking to Hangman Page with no theme music, which I loved, because I mostly in WWE, if this was a segment in WWE, it would have played out his music, which was kind of unnecessary. They just had Bryan Danielson walk out there. No problem. So he's trash talking. He's being the heel. calling the crowd idiots and stuff like that. He said, "I deserve to be the AEW World Champion because I kicked your ass in 60 minutes, and you just happened to last that 60 minutes with me." So we found out. Basically, the point of the segment was we found out that we're gonna get another match between Bryan Danielson and Adam Hangman Page on the debuted episode on TBS, January 5th, for the AEW World Championship. It's going to be Bryan Danielson, Hangman Page 2. And they said that this could be an Iron Man match. This could be a ladder match, a steel cage match. I think they said a false count anywhere match. But the stipulation for this match is there is going to be judges on the ringside area. And if this match happens to go to a 60-minute draw again, the judges will decide who is going to win this match. But the segment was very good. Do you like this stipulation?
I don't really mind it. I'm pretty sure, didn't they do this like one other time? It was like early AEW, but I think they did this one other time.
I don't remember if they. I don't think so.
I feel like it had something to do with like when Jericho like was champion. Or I feel like maybe it was when Hangman and Jericho were going after the world title. I can't remember, but I just feel like I remember judges being there for like early AEW, like one of the. So if anybody watching, if you could like comment down below or like let me know like if there was another instance of that, yeah, just let me know. But I don't mind it. I think it's going to be interesting to see how the judges like who the judges will be for sure too. We'll probably get some special round table of judges there. But I'm just super excited that we're getting another Hangman Danielson match, man. And I love that they're doing it on the debut on TBS January 5th. I feel like that's the perfect place to hold it because Tony Khan talked about how at Battle of the Belts. Oh, bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
Tony Khan did mention at Battle of the Belts that it's only going to be a 1 hour show, so not every title will be defended. So, obviously, I don't think you could really do Hangman versus Danielson 2 on a show that's going to be 1 hour, and like these guys went an hour. So it's like it didn't feel right to put that match Battle of the Belts, and we already have the women's title defended. So we'll probably see like the TNT title and the tag titles defended there. So I like that they just did the world title match. They booked it for January 5th. And kicking off the debut on TBS in the biggest way possible. And what bigger way than to book another world title match with Hangman and Danielson, but this time, with a judges panel. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't mind it. I think it's cool, but I wouldn't have minded if they did like an Iron Man stipulation with this. I feel like that would be a great route if they wanted to do that, or just no time limit. I saw some people talk about that too, so I wouldn't have minded those either. But I think judges will be interesting to see. And again, whoever the judges are, I think will be very telling of how this match might end up coming out with the outcome and stuff. So
yeah. So the finish I came up with in my head. Okay, I have no idea who these judges are going to be. I don't think we'll know until the match. It could be producers, it could be wrestlers. Who knows? But what I thought was, there are 3 judges. Maybe 2 of them are producers and 1 of them's a wrestler. And say the finish I came up with is it goes to another 60-minute draw. We don't know who wins. It's the judge's choice to see who wins the match. I was thinking, I'd say one guy picks Bryan, the other picks Hangman, and then one of whoever the wrestler is, that's the other judge. It would all come down to him, and he would pick Hangman Page to win the match and retain the world title, to protect Bryan, not have him take a pinfall, and Bryan get, offended by it, and whoever that person is that picked Hangman over Bryan, that would be Bryan's next feud. Something like that.
That's interesting. Okay, I probably would like to see that be the case. We'll have to see what happens, but yeah, I do believe that like we could very well see like a whole like kind of like in the movie Dodgeball, for all the people who've seen the movie Dodgeball, like how they had like a panel of judges and it was like thumbs up, thumbs down. Then they finally got to Chuck Norris and it was a thumbs up. Dodgeball, by the way, great comedy movie. Love it. One of my favorites. But yeah, it could come down to something like that, something similar to that, like where it's like somebody goes for Danielson, another goes for Hangman, and then Hangman gets the final decision. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'm unsure if you want to do another draw. I don't know. Because the draw, I felt like when they did it that first time was great. I felt like, okay, that's a great way to, protect both guys and to lead to another match and to kick off TBS in the biggest way possible with that main event. But I don't know. I mean, doing another draw, it could be questionable. We'll have to see. But the judges, who knows? The judges might just be there just to be there, just to add another element to the match. So we'll have to see what happens. But again, I'm just super happy we're getting Hangman and Danielson again after the barn burner they gave us. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Last week.
Last week, right. And so it's gonna be great to watch. I love, and Brian being the arrogant prick heel that he was tonight and how he has been. It's just great, man. Him just trashing the Greensboro crowd and just making excuses and stuff. I mean, again, Brian is one of the best professionals you will see in this business. So, but yeah, man, looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome. And TBS debut is gonna be a banger already just with that match alone.
I'm excited, man. There's endless. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities that could happen with this match. So we're going to find out and see what happens, man. This match is going to happen January 5th, not at Battle of the Belts, because you're all right. It is going to be a 1-hour show, and all the titles aren't going to be on the line. So we had Wardlow, right?
Wardlow, yep.
It was basically the same thing as last week. So Wardlow fought Sean Dean, gave him a couple power bombs, and he beat him. And Sean Spears hit him with the steel chair. That was pretty much it.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Well, I think I know what they're doing with Wardlow. I mentioned it on Twitter. It's they're clearly I think they're now really building towards the turn with of him on MJF. And I saw that little backstage interaction they had too, where like Wardlow's just chilling on the couch and MJF's kind of like talking to him. It's like, hey, it's like, where were you last week? And I thought you were you're my right hand man, right? And Wardlow's looking at him like, yep, I sure am. So those subtle hints right there are like, yeah, Wardlow's gonna kick this dude's ass when the time is right. Some people brought up that when they do the Cleveland show, which I believe is like January 26th, because that's Wardlow's hometown, they might do the turn there. It's like, I wouldn't mind that, but they're definitely playing more seats, which is why we're seeing Wardlow kind of come out here. He was even playing up to the Greensboro crowd by doing more power bombs, and Sean Spears is telling him on the outside, no more power bombs. You're good. Don't do any more. Wardlow just kept doing it. He kept playing the crowd, and it's over. Like, AEW's doing a great job of getting Wardlow over, getting him ready for that babyface turn. Like, they're already getting him like that fanfare, because like the crowds are popping big time for the multiple power bombs. I mean, the fans love it, and the fans love it. Then you're building towards the babyface turn in a great way, and it's going to make Wardlow that much better of a babyface. And when he does turn on MJF, the pop he's going to get right there, and especially if he does it in his hometown of Cleveland, it's going to be thunderous for sure. So I see what they're doing with Wardlow. It might seem pointless to some people, but I see what they're doing here. They're building him up for his eventual babyface turn. So,
excuse me. It's not going to happen in Cleveland. It's too early. And they're building up for a CM Punk MJF match at Revolution. And you don't want that in the middle of CM Punk and MJF. So it would be a cool moment to do it in his hometown. Maybe they could have a show in Cleveland, when the time is right. But I don't think it's going to happen whenever they go to Cleveland in January. But it won't happen there because it's too early, and they're doing MJF and Punk right now. So I just don't see it happening so soon. But yeah, I like it. They are building him up to a face turn. The attack on MJF is going to be monumental. So I'm excited. So We then had a beautiful video package for Owen Hart with the upcoming Owen Hart Cup tournament happening in May. Um, it's going to happen in May. You had Adam Cole, Matt Hardy, Dustin Rhodes, Eddie Kingston. 2.0 is on there.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah. So it was beautiful. It was a very nice video package. I'm excited for that upcoming tournament in May.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a really well put together package by AEW. I mean, it just looks so beautiful. And again, I mentioned it multiple times throughout social media and on here. That's one of the things I'm most looking forward to in 2022 is the Owen Hart tournament. And it just makes me so happy that AEW are the ones that are paying tribute to Owen Hart with this tournament. And I think they're going to do it right, man. I mean, we don't even have a single wrestler announced for the men or the women's side yet, but I'm just already like super pumped for this, and I cannot wait to see how it all turns out, man. But yeah, it's just lovely to see AEW being the classy organization that they are. So
Absolutely. I was talking about this with my friend tonight. I think because of that Owen Hart Cup tournament alone, whenever Double or Nothing tickets go on sale, it's going to be in Las Vegas, right?
I think so, yeah.
Those tickets are going to sell out immediately, I think, just because of the the Owen Hart tournament, I think. Do you agree or not?
Yeah, I agree. I think regardless, whatever you have, AEW is going to be selling it out. But yeah, I think with Owen Hart especially, you're definitely going to get a sellout there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't wait for it. It's very exciting. We gotta wait till May though. We'll see who's in that tournament soon, I think. But we had the semifinals of the TBS Championship Tournament. Nyla Rose against Ruby Soho. This match was solid overall. Very predictable. Ruby Soho was going to get the win. She got the win with the riot kick over Nyla Rose. She even kicked Vicky in the face, and she's moving on to the finals. So solid match overall. I think the unpredictable match is Thunder Rosa and Jade Cargill. It's going to be a very good match. I think it could go either way. I'm going to stick with Jade to win, but I'm very excited for that match next week. I'm excited to see if Thunder Rosa can bring Jade to her best match in AEW. I think I think I think it could happen. I really do. I'm excited to see that match. So Ruby wins and she's going to the finals. Thoughts?
Yeah, good match. Ruby Soho, the right winner here. I think it's pretty predictable she was going to win, but I'm very happy with the result. And I do hope she does become that first ever TBS champion. But yeah, like you said, Joseph, I think next week on New Year's Smash with Thunder Rosa versus Jade Cargill, that's the most unpredictable matchup because it could very well go either way. We've already seen that little interaction that Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho had back when Ruby Soho had debuted it All Out. So you got a little bit of history there because they had that little face off. But at the same time, Jade Cargill's been built up like a beast. And you probably do want a strong heel in there for the finals because Ruby Soho obviously is the valiant baby face in this situation. So I'm gonna go with Jade as well personally. But if Thunder Rosa does win, you're not gonna get a complaint on me. And also shout out to Thunder Rosa because I got her autograph, a picture with her, and I saw her compete live ringside this past Sunday. Shout out to Championship Memphis Wrestling as well for making that happen. So just want to give a little shout out there.
Nice, very nice. So, you think Jade's gonna win?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. We're both on the same page. We had Malachi Black one-on-one with Griff Garrison. This match was quick, 5 minutes, and Malachi Black tapped Griff Garrison out with the Boston Crab. And then he wouldn't get off Griff. Brian Pillman pushed him, and Brian Pillman ate a black mass from Malachi Black. I think we're going to get that match pretty soon. Maybe next week, maybe on January 5th. I think that's going to be a very good match, though, when that happens. Do you think Julia Hart will be revealed as the first member of the House of Black when that match happens with Pillman and Malachi Black? And also, what did you think of the match with Black and Griff Garrison?
Yeah, I could definitely see Julia Hart being revealed as the first member. We haven't seen any side of her since she got misted by Malachi Black. So, that's very interesting there. And no Brody King sighting tonight, but I do believe Brody King is going to be showing up soon. I did hear a report that he is reportedly signed with AEW. So that's great to see. Love me some Brody King. And him being a part of that picture will be that much better. But I do believe Julia Hart will be the first to appear in the House of Black. When Pillman and Malachi do face off, which I agree that will also be a really good match. But yeah, this was good, man. Malachi just looking like an absolute beast. I mean, it's amazing just how stacked AEW's roster is now. When you got Malachi Black coming out and you're thinking to yourself, man, now Kyle O'Reilly's added to this mix and everything. It's crazy. But yeah, Malachi makes quick work of Griff Garrison, and then he knocks Brian Pillman's lights out, which will again lead to that eventual match. But yeah, man, I'm loving it. I love that we're starting to see the House of Black start to unfold here in front of us in AEW. And when it officially is unveiled to us, it's going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We talked about it last week with this House of Black stuff. I'm excited. I think 2022 is going to be a big year for Malachi Black. I really do. I don't think he's going to be the world champion, but I do think he could possibly be the TNT champion in 2022. It's going to be a big year for him. So, not Friday night, Saturday night on Christmas night, we got Rampage. Program note: there will not be a Rampage review here Friday night. Be spending time with family on Christmas, and I'm probably going to catch up on Rampage. Probably on Sunday. I might drive back to Orlando. But the card we have Layla Hirsch against Chris Statlander, Jungle Boys in the match against Isaiah Cassidy, right?
Right.
Okay. So we have that. We have Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander. We have Bear Bronson against Hook, the gift that keeps on coming.
Yes.
We have Hook. And the main event, TNT Championship, Sammy Guevara defending against Cody Rhodes. That should be interesting. And then next Wednesday in Jacksonville, New Year's Smash. There will be a vlog next Wednesday with Nathan Hansen. We're back with the Dynamite vlogs. We have Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz against Daniel Garcia and 2.0. Thunder Rosa against Jade Cargill in the semifinals of the TBS Championship Tournament. Best friends, Chuck Taylor, Trent, and Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. And some amazing news. JR, good old JR, is coming back next week in Jacksonville. I smiled when I saw that, honestly.
I mean, who wouldn't smile at that, man? We're getting JR back, man. I love it. And prayers continuing being sent out to JR, man. I'm happy that the recovery process is starting to go well and the treatments have been going well. So you just gotta keep praying for him, man. But I'm so happy that he's gonna be coming back to the booth next week.
He's got 4 treatments left, so
it's left. All right.
So I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see him. I might have to go back and watch the show just to hear him on commentary. So that's next week. It's gonna be very fun. I'm excited. We then had the main event. FTR and MJF wearing all yellow against Darby Allin, who had pink face paint. Was that an homage to Owen Hart?
I think it was.
Darby Allin with pink face paint. Sting with, instead of his black stripes, wearing the CM Punk logo on his face. And CM Punk coming out to old school Sting face paint. The blue face paint, the blue and red face paint. It was amazing. It was honestly amazing. I loved it. Real quick, what did you think of the face paint stuff?
That was so sick, dude. I could tell right away when from like these like entrances alone, like the gear and the face paint, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like, I mean, especially I gotta really shout out Sting's face paint. Whoever did that, props to you because the attention to detail on that is insane. Like, I mean, that is like one of the most detailed like face paint jobs like I think I've ever seen. So like and I mean, Darby and CM Punk, they look amazing as well. I mean, I love that FTR and MJF were wearing, the yellow gear too, that they were matching. I love that they were being called MJFTR too. I thought that was a nice play on words.
I like that name, honestly. MJFTR.
Yeah, it goes together so well. And but yeah, I mean that was absolutely amazing, man. I love that, and I mean I even shouted out like on Twitter with Punk and Sting, especially like them like standing each other by like wearing expired gear and face paint is like that's the type of content that you just love to see every single time, man. So that was awesome.
Absolutely, man. I thought the main event was awesome to end the night. What did you think? I'll actually let you take it for the main event.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the main event was fantastic from start to finish. Outside of that really scary MJF spot, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about there. Thank the Lord that he's okay. Because, man, the fact that he got up right after and took a Sting splash from the top rope on the outside, like, man, MJF, man, what a professional you are, man. And he's only 25. But, man, thank the Lord he's okay. That was so scary. I mean, dude landed right on the top of his head on the outside. So I'm happy that he's all right. But yeah, this main event was great from start to finish. It was a long main event too, which I don't mind at all because if you're gonna have a long main event, might as well do it with these 6 guys. But yeah, they killed it. Darby Allin, I want to shout, man, that suicide dive spot, man. He literally knocked over MJFTR like they were like bowling pins. Like Darby Allin was like a bowling ball and they were bowling pins. Like they just got knocked all down. That was a great spot there. And yeah, I mean, all these guys interacted so well. I mean, true professionals right there, all 6 of those guys. So loved it. Great way to end an amazing Holiday Bash episode.
Yeah, it was an awesome really fun too. Darby Allin, all of them were excellent. MJF running in the bleachers away from CM Punk, 2 sections down. That was funny. They didn't even wrestle, which is awesome.
Right. They didn't touch once. I love that. It makes their eventual matchup that much more special. So I love the fact that they didn't touch one single time, man. It's building up that big match between them.
It's going to make CM Punk more pissed too. And like you said, it's going to build up to their eventual matchup to be even more must see when it happens. And it's very exciting. A lot of people are going to be excited for that match. But the ending, go to sleep to Dax Harwood, and then the Scorpion Death Drop, and then Darby Allin literally launched himself across the ring with a coffin drop and got the win. That was sick, that coffin drop.
I couldn't believe the air he got on that. I was wondering for a second, like, oh, is he actually going to make this? And he's like, sure enough, he did, man. Darby Allin is a maniac in the best way, and we love him for it, man. So yeah, awesome stuff, man. I mean, just an exceptional episode tonight from AEW, man. I mean, what a way to bring in the holidays with this episode. And now we got Rampage on Saturday to look forward to, but we of course won't be on here because this is the last review of 2021. So thank you guys so much.
Before we get out of here, I just read one thing. I have a group chat, and Cam is in one of my group chats, and he said something about Rampage, and I feel like I need to say it. So, can I say it?
Go ahead. Give the people what they want.
So, Hook versus Bear Bronson. No result, but he said Hook no sold a pile driver from Bear Bronson.
What, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that better have gotten a huge pop. I swear that better have gotten a huge pop.
You bet it did. You bet it did.
Golly. Oh my god, dude, Rampage is gonna be so sick, man. Golly. Hook, I'm telling you, dude. People, if you're going to AEW shows live, you gotta put this. This is the Hook symbol right here. You gotta put these up. Put them up as high as you can when your Hook comes out, man. And then go Hook, like as if you're chanting for Samoa Joe. Go like Joe, but just do it. Hook, Hook, I mean, folks, you got to start doing it, man. Take my advice. Come on. Holy crap, man. He sold a pile driver. Come on, man. I gotta tune into Rampage, man. I'll have to see if I can watch it live, because it's Christmas night. But man, if he's no selling a pile driver, I mean, I don't know if I can miss that live, man. I don't know. That's sick, man. Gosh, I'm so happy Hook is actually great. Like, I'm so happy, like, it's not just the meme. Like, the dude is actually, like, solid, Like, that's so great.
Oh, man. When we get out here, I'm going to try to go look up a video of this, too. So, that's going to do it up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight on the Dynamite Holiday Bash Review. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel. I will post a Dolphins preview of the Dolphins and Saints game Friday, Christmas Eve, for a crucial game Monday night against the New Orleans Saints. Biggest game of the season by far. So I'll post a preview on Friday, and if there's any news tomorrow, I'll do that. I'll post it something tomorrow. But be sure to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on tonight's AEW Holiday Bash show. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from myself and Wesley Williams in this review. Again, on my side of the audio, it is still glitchy. If that is the same on your screen, I am very sorry. I wanted to get a review done tonight, and if it's the best quality we can have tonight, unfortunately, it's the best quality we can have. But if your screen's fine, then I'm talking out my ass, I guess. I don't know. But follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, at Conlon_Joseph. I'm going to be tweeting a lot during the football games this week. Tomorrow night, Saturday, probably not Sunday because I'll be driving to Orlando, but definitely Monday night with the Miami-New Orleans game. Wes, plug your socials, my friend.
Well, you can follow me on Twitter. You already know at big_Wes18. That is BIG_WES18. Tweeting about Dynamite every single Wednesday night on Twitter. And of course, I talk about it on here, but this is the final Dynamite review of the year. So you won't see us again until 2022. But I will
January 5th.
January 5th. Mark those calendars. January 5th, TBS debut. And I also be talking about Rampage. I will try to talk about Rampage this Saturday night if I can. It depends on if I have a lot of family stuff going on. But if I have a clear schedule for that evening, I will tweet live for Rampage that Saturday. But I'll keep everybody updated. Just make sure you're following me at big_Wes18. And follow me on Twitch too. I'm going to get back into Twitch at some point. Just been really busy with work, and it's the holiday season and everything, but I will try to get back on to Twitch. But make sure you follow me over there at twitch.tv/WesleyWilliams5. Again, twitch.tv/WesleyWilliams5. Folks, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the Dynamite and Rampage reviews, whether it was myself and Joseph or myself, Joseph, and Cameron. Thank you guys so much for a wonderful 2021. Thank you so much. I gotta give applause too, man. I gotta do it too. So, but yeah, thank you so much. Joseph, thank you so much for having me come on the channel every week to talk AEW, man. I love talking AEW, and I love getting to talk about it with you, my friend, and I love talking about it with Cameron Johnson as well. So just thank you so much, man, for just giving me the opportunity to come on here and share my thoughts and my excitement for professional wrestling, man. So I really appreciate you a lot, and I appreciate the hell out of every single one of you tune in every single week to hear what myself, Joseph Conley, and Cameron Johnson have to say about the AEW product. And I hope you will be back for 2022. We got some more banger reviews coming, whether it's Dynamite, Rampage, pay-per-views. It doesn't matter because we're bringing the heat in 2022. And so I hope you all will join us for that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we will see you again in 2022.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your support. All the AEW's review this year. Wes, Cam's probably watching too when he gets home, but I couldn't do this without you. I appreciate it. You guys are both coming back in 2022, no doubt, and we are going to kick ass starting January 5th. Is that good?
That sounds good to me.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Wrestling fans, AEW fans, Merry Christmas to you. Wes, Merry Christmas to your family, man. And Happy New Year, since I won't talk to you until January 5th. But as usual, guys, stay classy and have a good night. Stay classy. And we out. Peace. We are out.